Now on behalf of the ECR group, Mr. Legutko.
Dziękuję bardzo, pani.
Thank you very much, Mr. President, Prime Minister. There are 4 issues I want to raise. One is language. I note with satisfaction the tone of this debate, the language employed in this debate. The tone of the Prime Minister was so persuasive that even Mr. Verhofstadt was able to adopt it, to my absolute delight. But I'd also like to say that this language needs to be maintained, because what we had seen until now was verbal aggression towards the Polish government before it had even been set up. That's a world record of some kind. Things were said that destroyed communication. If you talk about a coup d'etat in Poland, then you either don't know what you're saying or you are deliberately twisting language. The second issue is facts. Mr. President, Commissioner, I read a document which appeared in the wake of a meeting of the college, and it's not a pretty document. My question is this: from where does the European Commission obtain its facts? Who does your legal analysis for you? Who delivers your facts? The description of the facts astonishes me. Yet, despite the information received from the Polish government, there's no sign of it in this document. Did you file it away? Did you put it in the bin? Did you get your information from the media? How can you draft a document on the basis of which decisions are taken in this way? Gentlemen, come on. I think you have to admit that your facts are lacking. The third issue is double standards, a chronic and potential fatal condition afflicting the European Union. Mr. Pittella, Ms. Harms were talking about demonstrations and their hearts being with the demonstrators. For the past 8 years, we've seen much bigger demonstrations in Poland. And yet, Mrs. Harms, Mr. Pittella, I didn't hear your hearts bleeding for those immense crowds of people who even came to Strasbourg, who even came to Brussels, to the European Parliament. Did you step out? Did you address those people who may have had something important to say? Ladies and gentlemen, in the last 8 years in Poland, and this is vital information for you, in the last 8 years in Poland, we had a kind of one-party state. Poland was a one-party state. There was one political party which ran practically all the institutions. And now suddenly I hear that this is not personal. If my party were to field 14 judges in the Constitutional Court, there would be uproar in this chamber. And yet I hear from you that this is not an issue. Where were you when the public broadcasters were sacking journalists right, left and centre? Ladies and gentlemen, all of you have just been listening to what you wanted to hear. Everyone was fired. Everyone was fired. And what happened here? Nothing. Pin drop silence. These double standards, unfortunately, demonstrate that in the European Union there are countries which are more equal than others. There are political parties which are more equal than others. If we are going to continue down this path, it is not us that is going to suffer, it is the European Union. This action that is being taken is anti-European Union. The final issue I want to tackle is people exceeding their remit. Mr. President, Commissioner, I think you're aware that the instrument you're using is dodgy, to say the least. The legal services of the institutions have questioned it. It isn't firmly entrenched in the treaties. It is very, very wobbly in legal terms. Members of the European Parliament are planning a motion for resolution. I understand the Commission is digging up facts. Apparently this resolution is going to be written before the facts are analysed by the Commission. Why do you need facts if you can write your resolution without? As you've said yourself, this is not just you exceeding your remit, because the European Commission is not going to dictate the type of majority that should be required in the Polish Constitutional Court. What you have said demonstrates that you want to set a precedent. You want the European Commission to have these powers which you don't have, and you want to use this vehicle to be able to act illegally in future. And that's very, very bad.